Hey there, this is Jo Goddard, sexual empowerment expert, and I am here in the beautiful desert of Arizona. I was here for a business meeting, and one thing I've learned in my travels is to always, when I'm traveling for business, to take an extra day to really enjoy the beauty of the places where I am. So I'm doing that today. I love the desert. There's something very spectacular and special about the desert, about the openness. The sky is so big, and the plant life and the cacti are just so interesting and sculptural. And so the desert is a place that really infuses me with a feeling of sensuality. I love the heat. I love the dry heat and the feeling of the air, all of it. We had a rain last night. It was amazing to be, to have the rain and the smells of the desert with the rain. And so I wanted to share that with you today because a lot of people come to me really confused about their own desire. And they want help reigniting their desire. They don't know where it went. I hear that from women a lot. They just feel like their desire is gone. They don't know how to get it back. They're frustrated. They're upset. Sometimes they're angry about it. And I understand that. It's such a core and important part of being able to direct your life in the way that you want it, and including your sex life, to have that desire, to have that pull towards something. Because if you don't know what you're pulled towards, then it's hard to know which way to go, right? So one thing I've really learned is that connecting to nature or shifting things up, doing something different, going into a new environment is one way to really ignite my own sensuality. And as my sensuality becomes more enlivened, my desire increases, because sensuality and desire are very, very much connected. I teach a lot of workshops on these topics because so many people feel stuck sensually, right? Stuck sexually. They aren't sure what to do to really connect into that deeper part of their sexual being and what I call the fire inside of you. And that fire is there. You have not lost that fire. If you are someone who is really frustrated around desire and wondering where it went, I guarantee you it is still there. You haven't lost it. But sometimes you have to shift things up, and you have to make connecting to it a priority. It doesn't just sort of emerge on its own without you in the driver's seat directing your life experience and your sensual experience so that you can really increase it, improve it, connect to it more deeply. And a lot of women who come to me are actually confused about what they desire, and that's part of the frustration, is like, I don't know what. And I think one of the most important ways to figure out what you desire is to expose yourself to different ideas of what is sensual, what is sexual, how to be sexual, how to be in your body. And sometimes we just haven't had those role models. We haven't had that role model for us. I mean, where do we learn that? Most people don't learn that any time in their lives. So then we watch movies where desire just erupts spontaneously, and then we think that's how it's supposed to look for us. And that if it doesn't look like that, that somehow we're doing something wrong. You're not doing anything wrong, and it's there. And I just want to encourage you today to shift something up, do something really different. Like for me, it's like tapping into my EcoSexuality. If you haven't heard that term, it's the idea that nature is erotic for you. And for me, nature is one of the most erotic places. And when I am out in nature, whether I'm at a beach or in the desert like this, or in a canyon or on a mountain or in a field, there's something about that natural aliveness that really invigorates me, and it fills my well. It flares my fire. So that might be the case for you, or it might be something different. But you can't keep doing the thing that you're doing if you want it to change. So if you're stuck, if you're in a pattern, you've got to interrupt that by doing something really different. So I just wanted to send you a little message about that today. I'm feeling really inspired by the desert. I'm gonna go swim now. Yes, they have pools here, which are really needed on a hot day like today. So I'm gonna go have a swim, and I just want to encourage you to do something a little bit different to ignite your own desire this week. This is Amy Jo Goddard. You can check out more of my videos and articles at amyjogoddard.com, and I will talk to you on the other side of the line.